This is San Diego News Daily.
I'm Monica Dean. Let's get right into today's top stories. Just about an hour ago, Police Chief Scott Wall shared that a park that was just dedicated to fallen officer Austin Machetar over the weekend had been vandalized overnight. You can see in the video here that new sign was defaced and is a total loss, according to police. Damages to other parts of the park are estimated at $100,000. The police chief said the department will make it a priority to find the person or people responsible for this damage. They are offering a $1,500 reward. Anyone with information is being asked to reach out to Crime Stoppers at 619-235-8477. In just a few hours, the man suspected of driving the car that hit and killed La Mesa officer Lauren Craven is expected to face a judge. 38-year-old Antonio Alcantar of La Mesa was arrested on suspicion of DUI after the crash. Last week, 25-year-old Craven was on duty when she stopped on the 8 freeway and got out of her patrol car to help a motorist that was involved in a separate crash when she was hit by a Camry. 19-year-old Deviante Morris also died in that crash that involved 5 cars. Alcantar is expected to be in court at 1:30 pending case filings. We have a reporter headed to the court, and we'll have the latest on NBC7 at 4 as well as on NBC7.com. Less than 2 weeks after a 12-year-old boy was hit and killed in the San Carlos area, steps are being taken to improve safety in this area. This morning, the city of San Diego added stop signs along Jackson Drive at the intersection of Lake Baden Avenue. It is something neighbors say has been long overdue. NBC7's Audra Stafford found out why it didn't happen sooner and what's next.
City crews got to work first thing this morning, adding 4 letters to each lane of Jackson Drive. 4 letters neighbors hope will make drivers not only stop, but pay attention.
There isn't one word to describe how happy I feel, but I'm not the only one.
Diane Mayorga lives just a couple blocks away. She, like everyone in this community, was heartbroken when she heard about the crash that killed 12-year-old Andrew Olson. She says she often saw Andrew and his sisters when they were walking to school.
They walked up as I walked down Lake Baden, and they said, "Good morning, ma'am." And I said, "Good morning." And they said, "Do you go to Pershing?" And they said, "Yes." And I said, "Be safe."
Today's actions are all about improving safety at this intersection. Neighbors say they're relieved to see the changes, but are also frustrated that it took something like this to finally get results. Some say they've been sounding the alarm about the dangers here for years.
We took the concerns very seriously.
City Council member Raul Campillo, who represents this area, says the Transportation Department did 2 separate studies last year, but based on the point system, the intersection did not qualify for improvements.
As we can tell, that system is outdated. We are going to improve this street. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that.
But now there is a stop.
This is just the first step.
From San Carlos, I'm Audra Stafford, NBC7.
Meteorologist Angelica Campos joins us now with a look at your forecast. Hi there.
Hi, Monica. A little bit better today, although it is still very dry. You can see those dew points in the 20s. When it's like that, it's even hard to breathe. So if you're having a tough time, we need moisture to move back in. That'll happen tonight. The winds already are starting to turn out of the south, and then eventually it'll become a little bit more onshore going into tonight. Temperatures about 2 to almost 12 degrees cooler than 24 hours ago. So what a difference. You can see we're already in the 90s in Ramona, Alpine, and El Cajon 88. So plenty of heat around the county. The skies are clear, but those clouds offshore will be across San Diego tonight. Yesterday, we tied records. Today, places that could potentially break records include Ramona. We have already done that. It is 90 degrees right now. Their old record, 88. So we're setting a new one. We could go as high as 91 degrees. Other places that could tie records include Borrego. Campo could get very close, but San Diego will stay away from the records as temperatures will continue to cool down just a little bit tomorrow, about 5-7 degrees lower. We'll give you a closer look at the extended forecast coming up. Monica, back to you.
Thank you. First responders are continuing their annual tradition, handing out special Upper Deck sports cards to children. Details on Trick or Trade next.
You count on the NBC7 team to kick off your day.
I'm Stephen Luke alongside Marianne Cushi.
And help prepare you for the unexpected.
So weather alert this morning.
You count on updates on the big stories in our community.
This is a story we have been covering for weeks now.
And seeing their impact on your life.
Tariffs are a major issue for San Diego.
This is going to impact me directly.
You count on solutions for the day ahead.
And we have lots to tell you about them.
Because you need to make the most of your mornings. This is coverage you count on, only on NBC7.
This is San Diego News Daily.
I'm Monica Dean. Welcome back. A San Diego family is looking for the thieves who stole one of their prized Halloween decorations. The skeleton heist was caught by their surveillance cameras around 1 a.m. yesterday in Talmadge. Look, there he goes. You can see the group stealing the skeleton from the yard and then racing across the street to load them into a U-Haul truck. Posts on the Nextdoor app show this wasn't the only robbery in the area. Some decorations were stolen from another home, and different posts show a similar looking U-Haul used in a separate theft.
Bring them back, that's all we want. It's for the kids. You took something from the kids. It's not really from us, you took it from the kids.
This is supposed to be a fun holiday for everyone, and this is just kind of diminishing that light a little bit, and it's not cool.
We are waiting to hear back from police to see if those crimes are connected. Today, first responders are taking a different approach when it comes to working this Halloween. Many will be handing out trading cards to kids instead of candy. NBC7's Nicole Gomez has more on this program from Carlsbad.
Well, we're here at the Upper Deck headquarters where they're giving back to the community by giving away all of their trading cards.
We're doing a trunk or treat tonight, so
awesome.
Yeah, I'll make sure we hand them out tonight.
Awesome. This morning, several first responders like the Sheriff's Office, Oceanside PD, and Carlsbad Fire, to name a few,
Have a good Halloween.
stopped by Upper Deck's Trick or Trade event. The company has been running the program for about 10 years and has given over 10,000 packs to first responders to hand out to children. The goal is to promote healthy habits, introduce kids to collecting, and connect emergency crews with the community they're serving. A deputy we spoke to also participated last year, and he says the trading cards are a great conversation starter with kids and teens interested in sports. And more than anything, it's a way to build trust.
Whenever we have these community events where we can just have a conversation, people don't call the police or the sheriffs for good things, right? Usually it's a bad day, maybe even the worst day in their life. And so when we can have a community event where we can talk to them and it's a positive thing, it makes them more willing to approach us and to talk to us, whether they're the victim or they just want to say hi.
Well, the Sheriff's Office will be handing out these cards at their San Marcos Trunk or Treat event. That's happening tonight. For a full list of all Halloween events around the county, you can visit NBC7.com. Reporting from Carlsbad, Nicole Gomez, NBC7.
So what will our Halloween weather look like? We'll have a look with Angelica Campos right after this.
NBC7 and Telemundo 20. Weather coverage you count on. You count on accuracy.
The winds are going to be increasing.
You count on these experts.
Take a look here at our future weather.
In 2 languages.
Más de 3 pulgadas de precipitación.
You count on innovative tech.
You look at our first alert Doppler radar.
From a team you depend on.
Dry conditions to round out this week.
You count on early warnings.
Because we had pretty significant rain.
Because you know every second counts.
It just kept getting worse and worse.
This is First Alert Weather. This is coverage you count on. Only on NBC7 and Telemundo 20.
Another warm day across the county, but it's going to get a little bit cooler as we go into tomorrow, dropping about 5 degrees from today's temperatures. Here's what's going to be happening. High pressure breaks down, moves away, clouds will start rolling in, and we'll see those changes happening tonight. Partly cloudy at the coast for the overnight with some fog developing overnight into tomorrow morning. It'll stay clear for the eastern part of the county. What about Halloween? We're going to start out with those clouds, then becoming partly to mostly sunny with temperatures in the 70s near the coast, 80s inland, 90s tomorrow in the deserts once again. Now here's the time that really matters. Starting at 4 p.m. we'll see those temperatures close to 80, but cooling down by 6 close to sunset. Temperatures will drop another 5 degrees or so quickly between 6 and 7. So it's going to be a nice evening. Clouds will be back near the coast. There's a forecast for the weekend with mid-70s. Don't forget we fall back Saturday night into Sunday, that time of the year with daylight saving time ending. Monica, back to you.
Oh, good reminder. Thank you. More coverage you count on at NBC7.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.